Hello, I'm Krista. Welcome to the reading. In today's reading, I'm asking your guides what is brewing in your life. And you can pick from pile number 1 or pile number 2. Okay, I will see you in your chosen pile. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. When I was getting your cards ready, I kept hearing the song This Is Halloween from The Nightmare Before Christmas. Unfortunately, I've never actually seen that movie, but I did look up the lyrics, and the one line that really stood out to me was something's waiting now to pounce. And also the line, take a chance and roll the dice. So this really feels like to me that you're at a turning point. Like you may be feeling this energy of something just around the corner. And pouncing makes me think of like when a cat or like an animal is hunting, where they're real stealth and slow moving, and then all of a sudden it's like bam and they're jumping right on that thing that they want. And I get that energy with you, like you are about to pounce on something that you want. And I also heard connecting with this pal the number 888. And I used Cal Gray's angel number book to look up the meaning for this. And it says, your life purpose and your wishes are in alignment. You are doing the right thing and are on the pathway of light. So to me, that tells me like whatever you are looking to pounce on, it is in alignment with your life's purpose. And with all these candies in this drink, I'm thinking the phrase like the sweetness of life. Like this thing is going to bring you the sweetness of life. And that's not like just financial sweetness, but I mean like joy into your life. Like it's going to create this. I'm seeing like this ball of light, and I have a Jesus statue to the right of me, and I'm being drawn to like the Sacred Heart. Let's see if I can show it. This was my grandfather's. It's very old. But this Sacred Heart, the fire in his heart, I'm being drawn to that right now. And I think that was like the ball of energy they were showing me, this like light force energy coming from your heart. Because whatever this thing is, it is deeply connected to your heart space. So I wanted to pull a couple tarot cards and then get into the oracle cards. I pulled these earlier to save time. Let's put these off to the side. Put this over here. Spirit, what do we need to know about pile 1? Okay, well, they were saying 3 cards and they all came out at once, so. Wow. Okay. Page of Cups and Ace of Cups, they are definitely connected to like this new beginning. And the Page of Cups, the page is supposed to be like an adolescent, and I feel like this is something connected back to that like time of adolescence in your life or like your childhood. And the wand is like passion and creativity, and the Ace of Cups also reflects that. The Ace of Cups is like the cups are emotions. Oh, what's really cool is this card has like it looks like a heart to me. I think it's a heart. I don't know if you can see it in the cup right here, which oh, that's crazy. That is like just like the heart I showed you on that Jesus statue. Wow. So yeah, this tells me this is like something connected to your heart, and it may even be something spiritual because of like Jesus and because of the Sacred Heart. And also in like the traditional Ace of Cups, it's like a dove with a communion wafer, like the Eucharist. And the Eucharist, that's the body of Christ. So you may have this really strong connection to Jesus, or like there's some type of connection to Jesus with this pile, or like in something that you want to do. And I just heard Spirit say like feeding the homeless. So I don't know, and I wonder if that message is for like one specific person that may be watching this. They're showing me we have a mission in my area, and they're showing me the name of that mission where they help people with addiction and they get them off the streets. So maybe you're involved in something like that. For everyone else, I really feel this strong new beginning, this creative fresh start. That's what they're saying, like a creative fresh start. And the Page of Wands, like when you're a teenager, you do stuff impulsively, recklessly. Like you just have this confidence that comes out of nowhere that you can do whatever. Like you can take risks. Like you're more risky because you're young and have this like confidence to go for things and do for things. And I feel like that sometimes wanes in adulthood, that cocky teenage attitude. But from like the song we channeled in the beginning, Take a Chance and Roll the Dice, I feel like the Page of Wands here is representing that like cocky, self assured teenage attitude that like even though it's risky, you're gonna do it anyway. Or like you perceive it to be risky, you're going to do it anyway. And it's like this like excitement brewing. And the Four of Pentacles here, I'm seeing that with like the two sides of the coin, no pun intended. But I feel like on one hand, like with this cat protecting this pumpkin here, it's like, that Four of Pentacles, like holding on to your resources. And one of the things that may be like impeding you from taking this chance is your finances. Do you feel like you would lose finances if you put more time and energy into something else? But I also feel that if you do invest in this, like you do invest your time and your creativity into this, that it will be financially stable for you. Although I'm getting like it might take a while, like kind of how these vines are growing, and it reminds me of summer. So I don't know when you're going to see this, but I feel like it might take some time to get going, and you will see things in the summer. Like you will see movement in the summer. Okay, now let's check out your oracle cards. Inner child. Yeah, exactly. It's this energy of something that you wanted to do in childhood or something that is like connected to your childhood, that heart space. Actually, I'm just going to put all these out. Happiness, abundance, protection, amazing, communication, the crow. Number 11, pay close attention to the winds. There's a message making its way. Straw bale 37. Straw bale 37. It's time you step out of your comfort zone. Take up space and reach new heights. 27, two kittens you must choose. And the entrance stone, new beginning, step forward, expansion. The sanctuary, harmony and balance, joy, contentment. Happiness and joy are like huge in this reading. This really is connected to like your heart space and things that bring you joy. Like that's right back to the Ace of Cups. Like your cup is overflowing kind of energy. Like overflowing with emotional joy and abundance. And that is here reflected in these cards, like happiness, abundance, and with the protection here, like you are being protected through this risk, like through like the pouncing of going after your dreams. And what's interesting is there are two different cards about communication that came out, and I definitely feel this is communication with spirit. Oh, and I just noticed she has a key over her heart. There are so many symbolisms of like things over the heart in these cards. So that communication, I'm really getting to that it is connecting to yourself, like connecting to that heart space, to meditate on it, and that will give you the key, like that will give you the answers that you're looking for. And I also feel it will give you that sense of protection that you might not feel like you have right now. Because I pulled this card here as like the obstacle you're facing, and it says two kittens you must choose. And 27 also equals 9, and 9 to me is that you're like at the very end of something. And I feel like that new beginning that keeps coming up in this reading isn't going to start until you make the choice. You make the choice to pounce. And it's kind of funny because I just realized, like, we talked about cats and how cats pounce on things. And this person looks so sad because it's like, how do you choose between these two sweet little kittens? Like, you can't make a choice. And I felt that way recently. Like, if you saw like what my community post I made a week ago, my husband and I got a dog from the shelter. And when we walked in, there was all these dogs, and it's like, how do you pick a dog? How do you pick one dog out of all these dogs when they're just looking at you with their little sad eyes? But when I saw the dog we ended up getting, who is named Sam, we named him Sam, there was like this instant heart connection that we had. Like, I felt it intuitively, like when they took him out of the shelter, like they took him out of his pen, and we did like a meet and greet with him, and I just felt it intuitively, like this was the dog. And I feel like spirit is asking you to do that now with something in your life, like to be in that energy of joy and happiness that you had as like as a child, like connect back to that fun creative energy, connect to the truth of yourself and make that decision. And if you make the decision from that place, it will lead you to happiness and abundance and joy and harmony and balance. And there's two rainbows in your reading. So I feel that rainbows are a sign for you, or they will be a sign for you, like from spirit. And then your tea leaf cards are key, successful outcome to your problems, which is so funny because there's that key in this card like connected back to her heart space. So that tells me that you have the key to this, that you are the key. Like your passion with the Page of Wands and the Ace of Cups, that passion and emotion and creativity, like you yourself are the key to bringing this out into the world. And then basket, recognition, reward for merit, and star, guaranteed success. So not only will you be successful, like you will be rewarded and recognized for what you have done. You may actually get an award. Like I'm seeing some with Star, I'm seeing someone like in the spotlight, like a physical reward, maybe a plaque or something. And with this card or like a basket of food, again, it's like this. It's like connecting me back to community and like a food kitchen or a homeless shelter. I don't know why that is coming up. It's like whatever you're doing, it not only benefits yourself, but it benefits a community of people. And with the energy of Jesus, I'm getting that parable of, I don't know the exact words, but like you give a man a fish, he eats for a day, and you teach a man a fish, he eats for a lifetime. And I am getting that energy around whatever this is for you. You're impacting people in a way that it lasts for a lifetime. Like whatever you're doing, it's creating this like chain of events that it affects people their entire lives, like in a joyous, profound way. Almost like you are the rainbow after someone else's storm. And whatever it is, it's connected to your heart. I cannot emphasize that more. It is connected to your heart. It is something done out of love. And love is the most powerful energy. So whatever this is, it's really amazing. And I hope you do like take the risk. I hope you do pounce on this because it is meant to make a change in your life and in someone else's life. Because it looks like when you take a chance and you follow your heart, it leads you right to your contentment and success and happiness. And I'm hearing you will find yourself where you need to be. And I'm also hearing, prepare to expand, my friend. That's what Spirit is saying. Thank you for spending your time with me today. I hope this reading has brought you some clarity. Let me know what you're up to or like what this is in the comments if you would like to share. I'd love to know. what resonated with you in this reading. And until I meet with you in the next reading, I am wishing you a wonderful and blessed day. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. This is your reading. When I was getting your cards together for this reading, I heard the song This is Halloween from The Nightmare Before Christmas. And the line that really stuck out to me for you was King of the Pumpkin Patch. And that to me says you're in this energy of being a leader in your own life, or Spirit is asking you to become this leader in your own life, like a king or a queen over your own pumpkin patch. And I saw the number 777 connected to your reading, and I used the Caligray Angel Numbers book, and the message was your magic and manifesting abilities are increasing at this time. Tap into your inner superpowers and release your magic into the world. And I'm seeing the King of Pentacles in my mind, where you have that Midas touch where like everything turns to gold. I wanted to pull a couple tarot cards and then get into these oracle cards. This one's coming out. That's not the King of Pentacles, is it? Okay, it's the Queen of Pentacles. And that's funny because I said like Queen of the Pumpkin Patch. I feel compelled to read the guidebook for this card. It says, where there was once barren land, now grows a healthy, natural ecosystem. This Halloween creature took it upon themselves to plant the seeds and cultivate the land until eventually life grew strong. Now there is an emergence of food, life, and beauty. And that really goes back to the channel message in the beginning of King of the Pumpkin Patch. Like you planted all those seeds in that patch and now you are like the caretaker of it. Like it is yours. Like you brought all these pumpkins, all these things into the world. Like you manifested it into the world. And I'm asking Spirit, is it manifesting or has it been manifested? And they're saying like it's depending on who's listening to this, it could go either way. So you're either about to do this or you've already done it when you watch this video. And something I just noticed was like your cup here has a pumpkin in it, and I don't think pile number 1 had that. So this is all very connected to you. That's funny how spirit does stuff like that. I didn't even notice until now. But this to me, like it being a queen, it also means to me that like whatever you are manifesting, you're also doing it in a way that like nourishes others. Like you're not only taking care of yourself, but you're taking care of others while you do it. And it's like this balancing act that you have. The Fool. Okay, so this is something that could be manifesting. Like Fool is the new beginning, taking that leap. And this card in particular reminds me of pile 1. So if you felt connected to pile number 1, there may also be a message for you there. Whoa. Okay, I had to adjust some things because like 100 cards just came out at once. Nine of Pentacles. Wow. Yeah, and the first thing I noticed is like all these little mice in the pumpkin and in the candy. And that's that like you're feeding others energy, like you're nourishing others. And I'm hearing like taking care of business. Like this is very like working mom, bringing home the bacon and cooking it for others. And the Fool here on this like bouncing on this ball, I feel like that is a skill you have, this ability to balance everything, to make everything run. And Nine of Pentacles is like you've already done the work, you've already planted the seeds, and now you're seeing the benefits of like all the work you've done. And I kind of feel like the Fool card is showing up here not as like the traditional Fool, but it is about that balancing act. And like I think it's also a way of spirit to connect the two piles together, because it's like pile 1 is in this energy of starting something new. And I feel like pile 2 is the outcome of that energy. It's the outcome of already following this path. Okay, let's check out the oracle cards. Prosperity. Yeah, like that's that 9 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles energy. Vitality. Wellness. Confidence. Opportunity. And enthusiasm. Stone of Destiny, life path, ambition, passion, yes. Alignment, it's coming together, precision, connected. Bats in the belfry, you can achieve great things. Honestly, I'm not even sure what to say because these are amazing cards. And I'm hearing like you got it in the bag. Spirit saying like you cracked the code. And it's funny because 777, that's like jackpot, lucky number. And that to me says like you are super lucky and fortunate at this time. And again, the angel number said tap into your inner superpowers and release your magic into the world. And I feel like that's what you're doing right now. Like you've connected to that vitality and confidence inside yourself, that like life force energy, and you made this happen for yourself. And I pulled this card, you can achieve great things, actually as your challenge card. And it's funny because it's a 7 too. So there's that like lucky 7 energy. And it's funny because it's right under confidence. It's like you have the confidence to achieve great things. But maybe the challenge was at one time you didn't have the confidence to do that. You didn't believe in yourself. But now you're in alignment and you found that passion and you like brought it all together with the connection, like the connected card. Like you brought it all and like worked your magic and you brought opportunities to yourself and you had enthusiasm for what you were doing and like other people saw it. So like more opportunities were coming in and it like built that confidence. Or I'm also seeing spirits also give me that example of you were afraid to do something. You lacked confidence in doing something, but you did it anyway. And then you did it again and again and again, just like the Queen of Pentacles, planting the pumpkins in the field. You just kept doing something over and over and over. And in the practice of doing it, you gained confidence in that skill and in yourself. And now you feel like you've mastered that skill and it has become like a superpower because you're someone at the top of doing it. Like you excel at this skill and other people come to you for this skill. And like that is what is bringing the prosperity. And with the wellness card, going back to the Queen of Pentacles, it's like you have that balance of work and play, of not burning yourself out, not lighting the candles on both ends. Like you know how to stop and nourish yourself. And that is part of like the amazing manifestation skills that you have because it's not just knowing how to manifest, it's knowing how to do it in a way that serves you, where you're not draining your energy and you're not over giving to others. Like it's this very balanced energy. Okay, now I want to pull you the tea leaf cards that I picked. August, November, which was interesting because the other pile didn't have any month cards. Spear, heartache over what you no longer have. Bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. And happiness. So maybe something happened in August that put you in this heartache energy. And I'm getting with bridge here, I'm getting the sense of like a broken bridge. Like something broke, there was like heartache over something breaking or leaving. And what's interesting about this card I never noticed, there's kind of like it almost looks like a ladder going up to the bridge. And I feel like that's you, that you were like, this bridge is broken. And rather than stay in this energy of heartache, like rather than be upset that the bridge is broken, I'm just going to climb this ladder and repair the bridge myself, fix the bridge myself so that I can cross it. I'm filming this in October, but you may be watching it in November, and that could be Spirit's way of saying you have overcome this problem by November, or like when you are watching this. And in pile number one, I talked about like your heart space as this big ball of light and following your passion. And I feel that with this card. Like I'm seeing this as like a big ball of light and passion and happiness. And it's like you brought that out. Like you brought out this big ball of light and being on top of enthusiasm here. Like other people see that passion from you, they see that glow from you, and they see your enthusiasm. And because you're living in that energy and because it can be seen, it's like attracting like, and it's bringing in even more positivity in. Like the 777 jackpot energy, a lucky streak. But it's not luck, it's you having put the work and the effort in to plant all these seeds. Like the 9 of Pentacles, you have done the work. It wasn't just like given to you. Like you worked through something here and you repaired that bridge. And the connected card in the bridge, like it feels like there was a connection made. You made some type of connection, whether like internally, that put you on this path. Like a flip was switched inside of yourself, and like all of a sudden you understood. I want to read the guidebook for this card. As everything is connected, we are part of one cosmic thread, stitching together reality. We all originate and eventually return to the same source. The atoms in our bodies were created in stars over 4.5 billion years ago. It took eons and incredible luck for us to be here today. When zoomed into our lives, it's easy to get caught up in our self doubt and limitations and craving clarity and avoiding risks. But zoom out, and we can see that our purpose has a bigger impact to make, a ripple effect on the world, touching people in amazing ways. The thread that connects us can lift us all. And I feel really drawn to the it's easy to get caught up in our self doubt and limitations. Like that line in particular, because that may have been the thing that was holding you back. Like I'm noticing, I don't know if it's the sun or the moon, like peeking out from behind this tree. And again, it's that like ball of light, that ball of energy and glowing. And it's like maybe you were hiding. How in one card, the person's in the dark, and then the other, they're in the light. So you may have been holding yourself back because of doubt, of doubting yourself. And then something happened and you made that connection and you got into alignment. Maybe you even had like a mystical experience with spirit. Like something happened and it made these dominoes start to fall. It like set off this chain of events that has brought you to this point, that has brought you more confidence into all this beautiful energy. Like something triggered it. And maybe that was something that happened in August. So I feel like Spirit is really saying to you to just keep going. Remember that you are a powerful manifester, that you have already done so much, and to keep going. To stay in that lucky 7-7 energy, like it's going to carry on for you, and to make the most of it right now because it is like a really powerful time for you to bring in like whatever you want to bring in. Thank you for spending time with me today. I hope this reading was able to bring you some clarity. Leave a comment below if you felt a connection to this reading, or if there was something that was validated for you. I would absolutely love to know. And until I meet with you in the next reading, I'm wishing you a wonderful and blessed day. Bye.